300 plus United States Marines graduate. Got that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir!
How does that sound, Charlie Company?
Good, sir!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, marching out here are the platoon honormen. Now, there are only 6 platoon honormen in your company. Now, just on a wider scale, marching them out here, it's your job. Is that there are only 10 in the Marine Corps. Got that?
Yes, sir!
That's a small ratio in compared to the 180,000 plus Marines that we have on active duty. Got that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir!
And we have the pleasure of having 4 drill masters here out of the 10 that are in the Marine Corps. Got that?
Yes, sir!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for your drill master, Staff Sergeant Gonzalez. Now, I said there were 4 here. So there's 1st Battalion Drill Master, 2nd Battalion Drill Master, 3rd Battalion Drill Master, and the Regimental Drill Master. Got that, ladies and gentlemen? Then we have some located on the East Coast and in Quantico, Virginia. But, like I said, we have 4 here. Now, the Drill Master's role here, a big part of their role is a lot of the ceremonial and the graduation events that go on here aboard the depot. So you're going to witness all you, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to thank them and cheer for them because they're responsible for the execution of today's. Now, when they're coming out here, they're going to be singing cadence, and that cadence keeps them in step, in unity, to march as one and as a platoon. Got that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir!
And you'll hear your Marines calling cadence. But we should be so loud, we don't even understand what they're saying because we're just so excited to see them. Got it?
Yes, sir!
You hear the cadence, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. 3 months, here it is, your first view of your new United States Marine. Here they come, the rumble and tumble. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it, make some noise for your commanding general, Brigadier General Beardman, your Sergeant Major, Sergeant Major Porterfield, and your Marines of Charlie Company! They can't hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise. for the Marines in charge of today's event and tomorrow, the Drill Masters of the Recruit Depot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, following them is your Commanding General, Brigadier General Beardman, and your Marines of Charlie Company! Let's hear it! Platoon 1041, make some noise! They can't hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for your new Marines! Let's hear it for Platoon 1042! Let's hear it for Platoon 1043! We hear the Charlie Company? Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for your new Marines of Charlie Company! Let's hear it, 1041! Show your support! They can't hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going, make some noise! Let's hear it for 1042! Let's hear it, make some noise, 1043! Let's hear it for 1045! Here they come, let's hear it for 1046! And last but not least, let's hear it for 1047! Let's hear it, make some noise for your Marines of Charlie Company! One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's show them our appreciation, make some noise! 0. Complete silence, ladies and gentlemen, complete silence.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brigadier General James Bierman, and I'm the Commanding General of Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region. I want to welcome all of you to MCRD San Diego and to Southern California. And I know a lot of you come from parts of our great country where you're very much enjoying Southern California right about now. Hey, a couple real quick introductions. That great-looking Marine who was up front there running with me is Sergeant Major James Porterfield, who is the Sergeant Major of the Recruit Depot in the Western Recruiting Region. He's the Senior Enlisted Marine and my partner here at the Recruit Depot. I also want to make sure I introduce and I welcome Major General Fred Padilla, who's the Marine Corps Director of Operations up at Headquarters Marine Corps. And I'm going to get a chance to say more about him tomorrow at Morning Colors, and he's also going to be the parade reviewing official at tomorrow's graduation. But we're really honored to have him here. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's impossible not to really be motivated and pumped up as I stand here in front of a company of America's newest Marines, and I look back at all the great folks who had everything to do with them being here and setting them up for success. In the Marine Corps, we like to say we recruit the Marine, but we enlist the family. And in behalf of the 35th Commandant of the Marine Corps, General James F. Amos, it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to your new extended Marine Corps family. Hoorah! I'm very conscious, as I've already touched on, that none of these Marines behind me got here on their own. There was someone who set them up for success and who allowed them to be where they're standing. And a lot of those folks are all of you right here. I want to thank all of you all for two things you've already done and for one thing that I know you're going to do. First of all, I want to thank you for entrusting your precious son, your family member, to the United States Marine Corps. Secondly, I want to thank all of you for the support that you've provided to your Marine while he was here at boot camp. We're very proud of the fact, and we make no apologies for the fact, that Marine Corps boot camp is the longest and the toughest entry-level training of any military service in the world. But for all of your Marines, boot camp wasn't quite as hard as it might have otherwise been, because these Marines knew when they rolled out of the rack at 0 dark 30 or they hit the rack at the end of a long day, they knew that somewhere there was somebody rooting for them, praying for them, someone who cared about them, and someone who was never far from their thoughts. And believe me when I say it made a big difference. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for everything that you're going to continue to do to support your Marine. What they've accomplished here by graduating from Marine Corps recruit training, it's very, very significant, but ultimately, it's the first step in a journey that is going to be their Marine Corps career, a very worthwhile journey. But they're going to continue to need the same kind of support that you've already showed them as they continue in their time in the Marine Corps, however long that is, whether that ends up being 4 years or 40 years. So thanks for what you're going to continue to do for them. The future is very, very exciting for these Marines. They graduate tomorrow. After graduation, we're going to give them a chance to enjoy 10 days of very, very well-earned boot leave. Now, I need a little bit of help from all you all on that one. What we don't want them doing is trying to make up for everything they've missed over the last 3.5 months and 10 days. But they've earned it, and it's going to be a great leave. At the end of boot leave, they'll report up the road to Camp Pendleton for their combat training, then on to their occupational specialty, their job training, and then the final destination is going to be, they're going to join the ranks of 4 deployed Marines and sailors who are safeguarding our country's interests around the world. Hoorah. I want to extend an invitation to all of you. Tomorrow morning at 08, we're going to observe morning colors. You'll get a chance if you take the time to come to colors to see United States Marines handle the colors of our great country. It's a really neat ceremony in which I'll also get the chance to introduce you to some of the recruiters and Marines here who had a hand in the recruiting and training of your sons. Morning Colors is going to go at this great looking building on the other end of the parade deck with the white cupola and the flag on top. I'd ask if possible that you try to be there at 0730. The band will be in place. They'll read some award citations, and I think if you take the time to come, it's going to put the graduation, which will occur a couple hours later, in greater context. Before I finish by addressing this company of Marines, I want to acknowledge 2 very, very special groups that are here with us today. First of all, I'd like to ask for a show of hands from anyone, male, female, regardless of the branch of the armed service. But if you've served our country in uniform at any point in your life, please put your hand in the air. Thank you for your service. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in showing our appreciation for all these great veterans. Hurrah. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure I take the time to acknowledge the extraordinary professionalism and hard work and dedication of the officers and the drill instructors of this company. And believe me when I tell you, they have put everything on the back burner to make sure that this job of training and transforming these young men was the most important thing. They're at it 24/7, and there's really no one like them. So please join me in a round of applause to show our appreciation there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get a chance to address these great United States Marines. Marines. Marines, I want to tell all of you how proud I am to be your commanding general. At some point in your life, for a lot of different reasons and probably for some reasons that were similar, you made the decision to become a United States Marine. And on top of the fact that you made that decision, you had the determination and the guts and the stick-to-itiveness to see that commitment through and to earn the title of United States Marine. And you've earned it. You're Marines. Your recruiters promised you a challenge, and I think I can safely say that your drill instructors have delivered on that challenge. I've got a specific task for all of you in this last 36 or so hours while I'm still your commanding general. I want to remind all of you that none of you got to where you're standing. None of you accomplished the things that you've accomplished alone. There were other people who had a hand in that. Your drill instructors, other Marines in your platoon, to your left and to your right, and these great family and friends that are here behind me, and in some cases where they couldn't make the trip back in your hometown, USA. But you make sure that you take the time, whether it's here at the recruit depot or once you get home, to thank those people that maybe in the past you've taken for granted a little bit, who have had everything to do with who you are and with what you've accomplished. I'm excited that you're going to get a chance to go home and enjoy some leave after the challenges of this recruit depot. Enjoy every bit of it, but don't forget that there are a lot of challenges on the other end of it. Show up at MCT or ITB up the road at Pendleton in shape and ready to go, because that's the expectation of your instructors. And then finally, make sure that you never forget what these drill instructors have taught you here at MCRD San Diego. You show our core values 24/7 as you go forth from this spot in everything that you do. Congratulations. God bless you, and Semper Fi.
Coming in! Out in! Team drill instructors, take charge and carry the flag today.
Yes, sir.
Wow, what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Make some noise for your Marines!
Let's hear for 1041. Let's hear for 1042. Let's hear 1043. Let's hear for 1045. Let's hear 1046. Let's hear for 1047. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your Marines of Charlie Company. They look good or what, ladies and gentlemen? Now, they're gonna change over. They're gonna finish some last minute administrative paperwork, and then they're gonna get in their new business suit. Got that? Once Liberty formation commences, and you hear my mic, well, I'm gonna let you know when my mic goes off. Once you hear my voice again, they're all yours. Got it? We need the crowd that's closest to the theater side to push back just a little bit. Particularly if you're in the corners of the horseshoe, we need you to push back just a little bit more to give space for the Marines. Again, the corners for families and friends, please push back just a little bit more. Let's hear it, make some noise for Platoon 1041! Here they come, let's hear it for Platoon 1042!
Should we start heading that way now?
Let's hear it for Platoon 1043!
This tie looks good.
Let's hear it for Platoon 1045! Make some noise for Platoon 1046! Let's hear it for Platoon 1047! Charlie Company, let's hear it for your new Marines of Charlie Company! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! Complete silence, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to turn off my mic. Once you hear it again, they're all yours.
Down! 1041! All present!
All front! Let's do it! What's that, 43? All front!
Liberty call! Liberty call has sounded! Liberty secures on deck! 1700! In your drill instructor! Turn 2 on Liberty!
Aye, aye, First Sergeant!
Down! 1041! Dismiss!